What's up everybody, welcome to We Do Tech. Now these days we get so many different mechanical keyboards ranging from very cheap to like super ultra expensive, but the sweet spot is still around 2,000 Rand or $100. So this is where Cougar jumped in with their Attack X3 mechanical keyboard, falling exactly on the 2,000 Rand and $100 mark. But now because there is so many different mechanical keyboards at that price range, what does the Attack 3 have that makes it that much of a better buy? Well, let's find out right after this. Do you live in South Africa and want to get yourself some awesome new gaming products? Well, go check out RebelTech. They have extremely low prices and they stock all the major brands like ASUS, MSI, Gigabyte, Corsair and many more. You're also able to get Destiny 2 when purchasing selected Nvidia GTX 1080 or 1080 Ti graphics cards. So check out the link in the video description to go get yourself a new graphics card and a new game. First off, let's take a look at the design of the X3. The body is mainly made out of plastic with the exception of the silver aluminium cover that gives the keyboard a bit of strength and also helps to reflect the backlight even more. You do get some body flex because it is mostly made out of plastic, but it's luckily not too much. Being mostly plastic means that the keyboard will be quite light at just 1 kilogram or 2 pounds, but don't worry, the keyboard does feel very sturdy and nice to type on, and you even get a removable palm rest, which is a very nice inclusion. The palm rest is also made out of plastic, and for the left palm you do get a magnetic rubber pad that you can remove if you want to, but it does have some extra padding for your long gaming sessions. I would have liked if it was the entire length of the palm rest, but the padding is still okay just on the left side. Next up, taking a look at the switches. With the previous model you only got Cherry MX blue switches, but with the 2018 model it comes out with Cherry MX blacks, blues, brown, red and silver switches, so you do have a wide variety to choose from. Cherry MX switches does have an extremely long lifespan at over 50 million clicks, so you don't have to worry about them failing anytime soon. I currently have the model with the MX blue switches and they do feel really awesome. I'm usually not a fan of the loud MX blue switches, but the X3's blue switches didn't really bother me. But here's just a quick sound test of the MX blue switches. As for the keycaps, they are not double shot injected, but they do feel smooth and has clear engravings for the backlight to shine through. Some secondary functions you get with the X3 is the mode buttons that you can program using the UIX software, the backlight effect switch that switches between the 3 lighting effects. You also get some media keys, the 6 or N key rollover keys, so you can press as many keys as you want without having any trouble. You'd also get the 2 4-level brightness buttons and then the Windows lock key. Now, something I wasn't too crazy about was that Cougar swapped around the FN and Windows key. So now the FN key is on the left and the Windows key is on the right. This was a tiny bit annoying because I'm kind of used to having the Windows key on the left, but you can at least reprogram them in the software, but the keycaps will still look the same. Take a look underneath the X3, you get 2 flip out keyboard feet at the top corners that does have some rubber padding for improved grip. You do also get some additional padding at the bottom corners and the palm rest does have some as well. As for the cable, the X3 does have a 1.8 meter or 5.9 feet braided cable with 2 USB connections on the end. If you don't have enough USB ports, you can only use one, but the one is for power and the other one is for the function, so some of the stuff might not work properly. Having 2 USB connections means that the cable is quite a bit thick, but you can at least bend it to hide it. Taking a look at Cougar's UIX software that lets you assign different commands to each of the 104 keys. You can also create and assign your own macros to these keys as well. You can also change the polling rate, adjust the repeat delay, and set a key rollover to either the 6 keys or the N key rollovers. You can also do this on the keyboard itself. As for the lighting, you do get 7 different lighting effects like cycle, reactive, arrow, ripple, wave, rainbow and rain. All of these do have 4 levels of brightness as well. The X3 does have 3 lighting modes per profile as well. All you need to do is select the effect you would want from the list and then drag it to either one of the 3 modes. You can't switch between the 7 different lighting modes from the keyboard itself, you have to apply it in the software. Now, unfortunately, I didn't really like how Cougar implemented the UIX software for the Attack X3. It does look cool, but to apply effects, they do tend to take a while to apply, and then the custom effects you can make, it's not really that easy and user-friendly. You do have a lot of features you can add, but there is no really clear indicator of how everything works. It could just be me, but I didn't really like it that much. Now, as for gaming on the X3, it was very enjoyable with the MX Blue switches having that tactile bump. Also, the palm rest I especially liked. That tiny bit of extra elevation really did help and made my gaming and typing for this review a breeze. But again, if you do not like the MX Blue switches, you do get the X3 with a bunch of other Cherry MX switches, so you can just check those out. Now, in the end, the Attack X3 is a very nice keyboard with great features at not a too high price, but it does fall into the price range of a lot of other good mechanical keyboards. Now, in the end, I think it's more going to be up to your preference of what you like than the price really. But I would definitely recommend the Attack X3. It has bright RGB illumination. The Cherry MX switches are great as usual. The only thing I would say Cougar needs to work on a bit is the UIX software, but other than that, the keyboard is really great. So if you are looking to get the Attack X3 for yourself, you can follow the links in the video description where you can find it on RebelTech if you live in South Africa, or on Amazon if you live overseas. But anyway, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, please like, share, comment like always. Also, a big thanks to Cougar South Africa for sending over the Attack X3 for this review. They did send a few stuff over, so you guys are going to see a bunch of other Cougar products in the future. So stay tuned for that. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I will check all of you next time. Cheers, guys.